This fragrance literally smells like a niche perfume. There is nobody that would smell this and not absolutely fall in love with it. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bella and this is Bella's Perfume Diaries. If this is your first time of stumbling on this channel, Perfume Diaries is a series where we talk about perfumes, a sprinkle of beauty and lifestyle. So if this is the kind of content you like, please click that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in once again. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Zara the Emotions collection. Zara has got me in my emotions with this collection, like literally. I was supposed to talk about this collection before I talked about the Oud collection, but I needed to get some things out of my chest with that Oud collection. That's why I did. If you didn't watch that video, I'm going to put the link up here so you can go ahead and binge watch. I also did a mixture of chapter 2 and chapter 3. You can go ahead and binge watch. I'll put all the links in the description below. So on this episode, I'm going to be talking about the Zara Emotions collection, which is a collab with Jo Malone. There's one thing that Jo Malone is known for: fresh florals and citrus. I have the Discovery set and I have most of their fragrances in 40 ml, and the Discovery set comes in 4 ml. Just because these fragrances are dab-ons, all of them are empty because I turned them into these bottles so that I can spray them. There are 8 fragrances in this collection. I'm going to be mentioning them from my least favorite to my most favorite. So without wasting much time, let's jump right into the video. Number 8 on this list is going to be Vetiver Pamplemousse. I don't know how they pronounce that one. So the notes in Vetiver Pamplemousse are grapefruit, mandarin orange, and vetiver. Obviously, Zara always does this thing where they list only 3 fragrances that are in each fragrance, but we know deep down inside us, we know that these fragrances contain more than 3 notes, obviously. So I'll describe this fragrance as a clean, crisp citrus fragrance. It smells like when you open up an orange, bring it inside out. You know that inside smell of an orange? That is what you get in this fragrance. This fragrance reminds me of when you open up a Sprite. You know that smell you get? So it gives me this clean, crisp citrus that is almost lemonish. This is very bright and fresh. It's like a fresh, uplifting, zesty scent. It's along the same lines with Dolce & Gabbana light blue for her. I'm not a fan of fresh citrus fragrances. That's why I put this in my number 8. But if you're a fan of fresh citrus fragrances, you are absolutely going to love this. This is Vetiver Pamplemousse by the House of Zara. Number 7 on this list is Fleur de Orange. So I'm guessing this is a floral scent with orange in it. But in this fragrance, I don't smell florals in it at all. The notes in this fragrance are neroli, orange blossom, and ylang ylang. I definitely smell that orange in it, but it's not dominant. It has like a powdery musk in it, which is kind of what overtakes the fragrance. I smell a little bit of sweetness in the fragrance. It gives you a fresh bitter scent with citrus in it. It gets powdery in the dry down, which is probably the musk. The dry down of this fragrance reminds me of Rolling in Love by Kilian, the one in a red bottle. It is not a citrus fragrance. It's more of a bitter orange, powdery, musky scent. So that is Fleur de Orange by Zara. Number 6 on this list is Amalfi Sun Ray by the House of Zara. I might be vain, but this fragrance literally describes a ray of sunshine. The notes in this fragrance are orange blossom, bergamot, and mandarin orange. This fragrance is fresh, clean, bright, and zesty. It kind of reminds me of the number 8, which is the Vetiver Pamplemousse. So it has that freshness, that zestiness, that citrus feel in the fragrance. This fragrance is literally a ray of sunshine with citrus. This is Amalfi Sun Ray by the House of Zara, number 6 on this list. On number 5, we have Bohemian Bluebells. This fragrance somehow reminds me of something that they used in the olden days. It has like a little bit of old school touch to it. It's not vintage like Chanel No. 5 or Elizabeth Arden Red Door, but it has these old school vibes in it. The notes in this fragrance are lavender, sandalwood, and musk. So it has this calming effect in the fragrance. I would describe this fragrance as a clean, soapy lavender scent. The lavender in this fragrance is similar to the lavender in Mon Guerlain and the lavender in Naxos by Xerjoff. It is a very cozy and comforting scent. It reminds me of those lavender they use for self-care in a spa. Maybe you want to go for a massage, or maybe they drop it in a bubble bath for you to soak in, and it gives you this calming, relaxing feeling. That's just the feeling you get when you spray Bohemian Bluebells. It is such a beautiful, calming, relaxing, easygoing lavender scent. So that is Bohemian Bluebells by the House of Zara. Number 4 on this list is Tuberose Noir by the House of Zara. The notes in this fragrance are tuberose, obviously, ylang ylang, and sandalwood. This fragrance starts up like a sweet bubblegum fragrance that is not too juvenile. The bubblegum in tuberose sometimes makes it very playful and very girly, but this one smells more matured in my opinion. As a matter of fact, this smells very sophisticated, like extremely sophisticated. It smells very rich and classy. It gets musky mixed with a unique sweet citrus scent. So this is not like a typical tuberose fragrance. It is very unique, very elegant, and very classy. This is Tuberose Noir by the House of Zara, my number 4 on this list. So we are moving on to our top 3 on this fragrance list. The fragrances from the top 5 are the ones I really loved from this collection. So number 3 on this list is Waterlily Sea Dress. The notes in this fragrance are mint, bergamot, and musk. This is the kind of fresh scent I gravitate towards. This fragrance is fresh, but at the same time it has this green accord to it, so it starts off smelling very sweet and aquatic, and then it settles into this green accord with patchouli that makes it musky. Everything just comes together, adds up, and makes this smell very sophisticated and rich. This is such a beautiful fresh scent. This is the fresh scent I love. I don't love citrus fragrances that are just bare, they don't mix up with other notes. This blends perfectly with a lot of beautiful notes, and it's such an amazing, sophisticated, and rich scent. This is Waterlily Sea Dress by the House of Zara. So number 2 on this list, I was torn between this one and number 1, and I just couldn't pick one, but I just had to. But I absolutely love these fragrances. Number 2 on this list is Fleur de Patchouli. You see how much I loved it that I went to go and get a bigger bottle. I got a 40 ml of this because I absolutely love this fragrance. After I tried it on the discovery set, I was like, I need to get a big bottle of this, and I'm going to definitely get a bigger bottle of this once this one finishes, because this fragrance is so beautiful. It's like a new scent profile. It has notes of patchouli, peony, and garlic wood. Fleur de Patchouli is basically florals and patchouli, right? But this has added sweetness, it has added spiciness as well. It's such a beautiful mix. It is not so different from the number 1 that I'm going to mention, but this one has more of the florals, but it's not like an overly floral fragrance. The florals in this is just very unique, very classy, not something that you've smelled. The patchouli here just blends perfectly with the florals. It is not skanky, it is not animalic, it is very subtle, but at the same time it gives it this richness and this sophisticated smell. It is not overpowering, but at the same time it is very present. It's a light patchouli with pretty floral. This fragrance is for a sexy boss babe, very classy and elegant, very feminine. So this is Fleur de Patchouli, number 2 on this list. Drum rolls for number 1. Zara really hit the nail on the head with this one. Number 1 on this list is no other than Ebony Wood by Zara. Like, this fragrance is such a unique scent profile that has never been done before. When I heard Ebony Wood, I felt like this fragrance would be like very woody, but this fragrance just gets me every single time. The notes in this fragrance are ebony, cloves, and pink pepper. This fragrance literally smells like a niche perfume. It smells very sophisticated, it smells very rich. This is the most loved and the most talked about out of the whole collection, and I totally get it. It's mass appealing. There is nobody that would smell this and not absolutely fall in love with it. On the first spray, you get spices, probably from the pink pepper, and then you get this sweetness mixed with the cloves. It dries down to a rich, dark, ebony, woody fragrance. This is sexy even for a man or a woman. One thing I love about this fragrance is the fact that it is a dark fragrance but doesn't lean too woody. It's not like an intense wood fragrance. It's more like a classy, rich wood. This fragrance is rich, it is dark, it is sexy, it is so beautiful. Really one that you should experience. Everybody needs to experience the beauty that is Ebony Wood. Like, this is so classy, so rich, so refined, so elegant, so intoxicating, so sexy. Like, this fragrance is just literally everything, and it's so unique. It doesn't smell like something you have smelled before. It's something that you need to put your nose on ASAP. That is Ebony Wood by the house of Zara. Have you tried any fragrance in this collection? Would you love to try any fragrance in this collection? Which one out of the ones I've mentioned is grabbing your attention more? Let me know in the comments. I would love to connect with you in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't, share with your family and friends. They need to see the beauty that is in fragrances. Thank you guys for tuning to Bella's Perfume Diaries. I'll be seeing you on my next episode. Bye.